Okay, so before I say this again, I like to apologize. I made a big oopsies. I wasn't recording. So
It happens.
This is the anti-conjurer himself, Dan Sperry.
Hi.
Okay, so first question all over again. When you first started, when you were in Minnesota,
Yep.
and you started doing kids parties, correct?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I started doing kids parties and like birthdays, school assemblies, Cub Scout shows, even some daycares and libraries and just all that kind of thing. Yeah.
So, looking back now, like with people in Minnesota, back home in Minnesota, do you think they'll be, like? What do you think they think of you now, of your persona?
Well, I don't know. I mean, when I go back home, I just go stay in the woods in Minnesota, which are everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
It's like kind of that nonsense when like a psychic says like you're gonna find the dead body in a wooded area near water. That's everywhere in Minnesota, right? But so I just kind of just hang out at my the grandparents' house that they left my family when they passed away. So I just hang out there and watch deer walk through the yard.
Deer, really? Do you
have
go-
a coffee and
Do you go hunting?
not anymore. When I was a kid, yeah, but I don't hunt.
Yeah.
No, not animals, anyways. I don't know what that is.
Okay,
It's so stupid.
Zombie Java.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it, and how did you become like a coffee entrepreneur?
Well, I've always been into coffee, like since I was a kid. I've just always been really into it, and it came as an idea to just start a side business in case, like, if I got in a car accident or whatever, and I couldn't do shows. This is all I
So
know
it's
how
like
to do, right?
a backup plan.
Backup plan is just to kind of have it as a side thing, and then if something were to happen, or maybe I just get too old, I don't know, or whatever, or people just stop hiring me, then I got something else I can go
fall
into.
back on.
Yeah, but it's something that I can that I enjoy as well, So it's not like I'm going to go work I don't know where, but at the airport or something.
Walmart. I was kidding.
Yeah, Walmart.
Don't do it. Okay, America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
What prompted you to send in an audition tape?
Well, nothing actually. They were contacting me a lot, and I didn't want to do it because I wasn't into it, and it wasn't even as big. I mean, it was pretty big then, but it's not like what it is now.
Yeah.
Now all those shows with since social media has come so far.
Yeah.
It was just it was in a different stage back then, right?
So it was like at a premature stage before you were ready to join in.
Yeah, well, even like if things were different, I don't know if I'd even do it today. But they were doing the YouTube searches.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
And so that's how I got in. Is they hit me up and they said, "Look, you don't have to come like audition or whatever. We will just put you on the YouTube contest where they search through YouTube and
find the talent that way.
Yeah,
okay.
and then bring them in that way. Yeah, they'd done something similar like in the first or second season. With MySpace, if you remember that.
Yeah, I had a MySpace.
Yeah, so did I. I love MySpace. I miss it. They should bring it back.
They should.
Facebook needs to go die.
Facebook's gotten so complicated, and everything is just a big mess.
Yeah.
And the updates and all this other stuff. And since I started vlogging, whatever it's just called, it's gotten so complicated. And I'm like, I'd rather be on YouTube and whatever doing else. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's another full-time job.
Yeah, it kind of is, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a few here and there, but not everywhere. So when you did when you were doing your acts, did you kind of for America's Got Talent? Did you already have an idea what you were gonna do for your trips?
No, it just lined up that I actually had a different gig in LA that I was there for, and it just sort of worked out where I said I can come and film during the day and into the evening, but by my curfew to get back to do this other gig,
show,
I gotta go, and they were understanding of that, and then it worked out okay.
So you freaked out Howie Mandel pretty much when you threw your floss at him.
Yep.
That cracked me up. When I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, when I first saw your act with the dove and everything, that totally tripped me out. I was like, this dude's freaking cool.
Thank you.
And, you know, like I was still in high school back then when I saw
Me
you.
too.
And I was like, holy shit, this dude's awesome. And my mom was like, who's this guy? I go, what was his name? And then I had to look up your name on the internet. And then, like, when they had to do the America's Got Talent thing again, I actually called in to, like, keep you on the show.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like, I kept bugging my mom, can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? It's like,
yeah, because you probably had to change numbers too, right? Because you had, like, so many, I think, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so we discussed coffee.
Yeah.
Africa Bastards. What is it?
Oh, that's it was just a silly name I came up with to have fans identify as a group.
Yeah.
Because it was when I remember I was doing my taxes, watching Inglourious Bastards. I was doing my taxes, and I just get sidetracked a lot, and so I saw, like, it was when Bieber was just coming out, and he called his fans
Believers
or something, and I was like, oh my god, some of this stuff is just so stupid. Like, or even, like, you know, there are some other magicians who have very self-worshipping names of what they call their fans and musicians and other, you know, people, and I was just like, oh, they're just people like everybody else. So I don't know what prompted me, but watching Glorious Bastards, I just said Africa Bastard in my head, and I was like, well, that sounds silly, so I'm just gonna make up that name, and I just kind of started just casually using it, and then it just caught on, and then they started identifying with it, and it was never meant to. It was just because it really is just kind of like a bastardized fan
base,
group,
right?
fan base title, and all that. It's not meant to be a dig at anybody that's a fan.
Yeah,
it was just like something that I thought, well, like, I'm just going to go the opposite direction, just make up something so silly and ridiculous, and it actually, it's caught on. Cool. It grew legs, as they say.
And like for fan art, fan tattoos, like, what do you think of them?
It's really crazy. Like, I just got sent a picture of a fan in Germany that got the rabbit logo, the tattoo behind her ear, and that's I don't know. I'm still not used to it. You know,
like, you said the whole, like, you know, the flattery thing, you know, like, to have your face on them, you know, it's
great. I mean, some of it's really amazing. There's an artist, I think she's from Hungary, called she goes by Kat Starchild, and she did this really crazy portrait of me and some birds, and then so that talent alone is incredible. And then I met a fan when I was on tour in Germany again that actually had it all on her forearm, and it looks so amazing. I mean, so the both sides is, you know, not just the tattoos, but even fans that can paint or draw or sculpt or do like mixed medium. I keep everything too, like, because I know how much time goes into it. It's not like it gets thrown in a drawer. Or I'm just like, oh, great, thanks. Like, I have bins in my warehouse full of everything. That I at least get sent and can keep. You know, some of it, if they bake cookies, like, I can't keep those. Yeah. You get mice that way. But, yeah.
Is it also, are you, like, easily recognizable when you walk down the street?
I don't know. I don't really go out.
You don't really go out?
No.
Oh. So do you live out here or in California?
No, I live here.
You live here?
In Vegas,
okay. Yeah, that's when I saw on your Wikipedia that you're based in Vegas.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, cool. And then, like I said, like, when I was doing research on you, like, back when you were growing up in Minnesota, you had to start off with your parties, like the kids' parties and all that.
Yeah.
And I think it's amazing how far you came along. So far, you've come from being a kid wanting to be just trying it out, and then you're now a big name. You're renowned.
Thank you.
So, like, how does it feel to be world renowned?
Well, I don't know. I don't feel that way.
You don't feel that way?
I just kind of just take everything as it comes.
That's cool.
I don't pay much attention to that, you know. And we all still have our problems, you know. I still got to make a car payment.
Yeah, pretty
I still
much.
got bills like everybody, you know. So I still eat at McDonald's randomly every once in a while, like everybody else.
And your tattoos, want to explain them?
What's that?
Well, your tattoos. Okay, what are your tattoos?
Oh, okay, so I got a Nosferatu here.
Nice.
This is Alkaline Trio's logo, which I really only have, you talk about like logos or whatever, we were talking about tattoos. I only have two of one of like a specific, you maybe say individual or group or whatever. And this one's of Alkaline Trio, and this one's of MXPX, because those were two bands that when I was in high school, middle school, coming up, like when you first kind of discover the music that you like, on your own, and those were two bands and they couldn't be more opposite in many ways. That
really stuck with you,
still to this day, I'm a huge MXPX and Alkaline Trio.
That's like with me and Tool. I grew up in the Tool era, and I'm like stuck on it.
Perfect Circle's coming.
Yeah, November 28th. I'm like stoked on that.
You know what? Talking about going out in public, oftentimes people think I'm Maynard.
Really?
Yeah, I think because like the hair and sometimes if I wear pigtails.
Oh yeah.
They'll be like, "You look like the guy." I'm like, "Yeah, Maynard. I know." I mean, I could be confused with worse people.
Yeah.
For sure, but.
Yeah, I was tripped out on like all the other music and stuff. All the other groups are coming out. So I think a couple of weeks from now, Orgy is going to be coming out here.
Yeah. No, my friend is actually their tour manager. So they're trying to. They're going to be at Beauty Bar.
Yeah, so I'm going to that show. I was like,
maybe I'll see you there. I'm going to try and catch him. If I'm in town, I'm going to try and catch him.
It's like I need to be there. Orgy's coming. Last time they were here, they were at Calvin Baptist. I couldn't go. I had to work, and I was so pissed off. I was like, I need to be there. Mm-hmm. This time I'm going.
Awesome.
What about your sleeves? Are they just random tribal?
I don't know. Some of it's just a mishmash of. This is the wow signal, which if you look it up, it has to do with like possible extraterrestrial life. I got this one. This one is it's decent. It's not the best work I've had done. I mean, no offense, but to the people, but I got it in New Orleans because I really love New Orleans, and when I was there. I got the I think it's called the fleur-de-lis, I think, and I wanted it to be fangs like a vampire because I really liked the movie Interview with the Vampire growing up, right? And so I wanted it to look like little puncture wounds with like some blood, but not like overly because I like more high contrast. I don't want like red. I like just the more grayscale black and white. So he kept it pretty basic and I like that one. That was cool. This zipper was because when I tried to cut my hand off when I was in grade 1 because I wanted to be like Captain Hook.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. So that's that one. And I don't know. And then just some of it's just just kind of is collected since I was in my late teens and stuff.
I think that's all of us. I have like random tattoos. So like the only thing I have that's random is my skull. So that's the only thing that's random I have so far.
Right.
But yeah. All right. Awesome. Any other like kind of words of inspiration for amateur magicians out there?
Practice doesn't make perfect. It'll only make you better. I think that goes for anything, though.
Yeah, basically.
Not perfect, but it'll make you better.
Ready? All right. Dan, thank you so much again for doing this interview with me.
For sure.
I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see the show.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for having me on, and if anything, see you at Orgy. The concert.
The concert, yeah. We meant the concert, people. Okay. So I'll link all your stuff on the description of my YouTube description. With your Java coffee, where can you get it?
You get it at zombie-java.com.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, thank you, Dan, so much. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks. See you in a moment.
Yep, see you. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome to the episode of Local Misadventures. Today, I am interviewing the anti-conjurer himself, Mr. Dan Sperry.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being part of my vlog. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, I was like, I asked, so I was like, what if he says no? I was like, what if he says yes? And it was kind of like the iffy thing,
Yeah. I've experienced that in a different way.
Yeah.
It's usually no.
Usually no?
Yeah, usually they always say no.
I was excited. I was like, oh my god, I saw you on It's Black Friday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And I watch her a lot, especially with her tutorials. I'm a big fan of hers. Mm-hmm. And then I started vlogging a couple months ago, so I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna try to get out there and try to do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I saw that you were doing the Black Magic Wednesdays. I was like, I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
I actually saw you when you were doing America's Got Talent on season 5, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was season 5.
You were a semi-finalist.
A couple years ago. Yeah.
That's when I first saw you, and I was like, "Holy shit, this dude's awesome."
Thanks.
So I gotta check this out, and then I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" I was like running around like a kid in a candy store. Okay, so first question: I understand when you started when you were very young in Minnesota. Did you think that you were going to be a big name, become a big name?
No, I don't think I am yet. I could probably answer that question better maybe in a couple of years if I'm still alive, and then I'll have a different answer. But no, I didn't think that at all. Actually, I just kind of kept just going with it and just taking shows as they came.
Yeah. So also when you were like starting out, did you what was your audience span like when you first started?
Well, when I first started, I started with kid shows, so it was like birthday parties or like libraries and school assemblies. So like maybe like elementary school to I guess into middle school maybe ish, but mostly I was like doing a lot of like even like daycares. I did some daycares even too back in the day.
Daycares, really?
Yeah, yep.
That's cool. So when did you start adapting to the anti-conjurer persona?
It started like creeping in when I was like in my like mid to late teens, I think, if I remember right. I mean, it was only like a couple of years ago, so I gotta try and think again. But yeah, I would just let a little bit trickle in, and that just sort of also came as my my audience changed.
Yeah.
I guess like I wasn't doing that at the kid shows.
So we went to the Griffin. I interviewed Dan Sperry, and right now we are heading home. We were just checking out the scene in Fremont. Yeah, but anyways, Dan Sperry, you're a beautiful soul. Thank you for letting me interview you. Thank you for the show. The show was excellent. I enjoyed it. My sister and my brother-in-law enjoyed it as well. Well, guys, wrapping up my video for now. Until the next misadventure, don't be afraid to have one of your own, alright? Like, share, comment. Peace.